And Israel is recalling its negotiating team from Qatar after Hamas yet again rejected its latest offer in talks for a hostage deal and truce. This shortly after the U.S. veto of the UN Security Council resolution calling for a ceasefire in the Gaza war. Hamas said it will now return to its demand for a permanent ceasefire. ILTV's Deva Klein has more.
Israel is recalling its negotiating team from Qatar after Hamas rejected its latest offer in talks for a hostage deal and truce. In a statement, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's office says Hamas's position is clear proof it is not interested in continuing talks and a sad testament to the damage caused by the UN Security Council resolution calling for a ceasefire passed last night. The PMO accuses Hamas of retreating to its extreme demands, including a complete end to the war and a full IDF withdrawal from Gaza. Hamas informed Qatari and Egyptian mediators that it will stick to its original position, demanding a permanent ceasefire, the withdrawal of Israeli troops from Gaza, a return of displaced Palestinians, and what it called a real exchange of prisoners. The announcement came shortly after the United Nations Security Council passed a resolution for the first time that calls for a ceasefire in Gaza and the freeing of hostages. Just days ago, Hamas had dropped its demands for an end to the war, allowing the mediation efforts to move forward. Now, they have backtracked. Prime Minister Netanyahu has rejected the Hamas demands as delusional multiple times and insisted that its military campaign to destroy Hamas's military capabilities would resume after any hostage truce deal is completed. Israel reportedly offered a detailed document to Hamas setting out its positions on all three phases of a deal for the release of all hostages and has shown flexibility in several key areas. Families of hostages pleaded for their release.
אני קוראת לראשי מדינת ישראל להיות אמיצים, להיות גיבורים, לדעת שרוח העם מאחוריהם. רוח העם איתנה וגיבורה, ואם אתם תשקפו את רוח העם, כל העולם יעריץ אתכם. כל העולם יישר קו.
What happened today in the UN, I don't know how it will be effect on us, but everybody should understand. It can't be a ceasefire without bring them home. It can't be a ceasefire without bring them home. It's not possible. First bring them home, and then will be a ceasefire. This is the most logic thing that we can do.
Some 130 hostages, not all of them alive, are believed to remain in Gaza since taken captive during Hamas's October 7th massacre.
And meanwhile, Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh landing in Tehran for meetings with Iranian officials. Coincidence?